Hello everyone, I am Sigga and welcome to my little YouTube channel. Well, I've had this YouTube channel for quite some time now, and it has always been focusing on any kind of paper crafting. But since I am knitting more than I actually do my paper crafting, I thought I could try and see if anyone wants to watch my knitting adventures really alongside my paper crafting. So we'll see how it goes. If nobody likes it, I won't be returning. So I am Sigga and I live in Reykjavik, Iceland. And well, I have been knitting since, well, technically since I was a kid, because we all learn knitting in school, but I never liked it. My grandma actually did some of my homework back in the day, but then I did actually realize how fabulously fun this was. And I have been knitting quite regularly for the last, I guess, 6 years or so. And actually I used to knit a lot of things for my girls and did crochet for a bit. I'm not good at it, but I gave it a go. But I do mostly do garment knitting, and I love knitting my own wardrobe so that I get things that I want, my colours and the fit I'm looking for at that particular time and so on. So I love it. Yeah, about me maybe a little bit. I am an English teacher. I teach English in the secondary level, but I'm currently on sick leave, and that is why I've been knitting a lot. So I thought, why not just share what I'm doing here on YouTube and see how it goes. So I guess let's get into it. What I'm wearing, that's usually what people start with, right? I think so. I am wearing the Frisky Leaves sweater by Karina, and I adore this one. I made this one in this fall, and I used Eden Cottage yarn, and this is DK weight yarn and has silk in it, and it feels absolutely glorious. It is like a hug, and I've been wearing this sweater a lot since I actually made it, and because it's so comfy. It's comfy but luxurious at the same time, so I just love it. And I do love this. Oops. And I do love the pattern. She also has tea, which I also test knit, but I'm in Iceland, so tea is not an option at the moment. So I just fell in love with this pattern and I wanted the sweater as well, and I'm really happy with it. Absolutely beautiful. I'm just looking at my notes, by the way. I'm writing down, see if I forget anything like that. But yeah, I love it. And you can find all my information on Ravelry, by the way. I post everything that I make over on Ravelry, and with additional information if there are any, and yarn and stuff. And I'll have everything linked down below so you can get the information if you are looking for something specific. Oh, when I made that, I actually made these earrings as well. Because, well, if I have a really comfy sweater, why not have sweater earrings? Right? Logic? At least in my world. Just gonna sip of my tea. So, currently I don't have any whips. Well, technically I don't have any active whips. I have several whips in the corner over there. They're mostly shawls. Now, I love shawls, but I have never been able to finish one, except for one shawl, which was a Stevens Mystery Knit Along 3 years ago, I think, during COVID. I finished that one. That's the only shawl I've ever finished. I just prefer garments. They just go by quicker for some reason. And I do have 2 test knits coming up, and I have just need to go to the shops and buy a portion of the yarn, so I'll share that next time. So I think I'll show you what I've been making in the last few months, so you get an idea of what kind of a knitter I am, I guess. Now, this is a beautiful cow. I absolutely love it. And yes, by the way, my favourite colour in the whole wide world is green. And emerald green is the best green ever. And I absolutely love this. This is by Rebecca Cowell, Creative Bear Knits. And I actually bought this and the sweater. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do the sweater because that little slip stitch pattern was a bit frightening at first. So I thought, why not make a cowl, see if I can do it. And well, I was. So there is a sweater on my wish list. I am going to make that one too. This cowl is really comfy. It is wide, but not too wide. And I made it a bit longer. That was by accident. I just loved knitting and I totally forgot to measure. And I think I made this one like just an inch longer than it was supposed to. But I said, well, what the heck, it's just going to be warm, so why not? So let's put this on, shall we? Like I said, it is so comfy. Beautiful. Oh, and the yarn I use is a Danish yarn a Danish yarn called Gepard. And this is the Kit Silk and the Wild and Soft. It's in colours 840 and 832. But like I said, I have all the info on my Ravelry page as well. But this is absolutely beautiful, and I love the stitch pattern. Beautiful. And then I also made this Saturday shrug or Sunday shrug. Saturday shrug. And oh my god, this is comfy. And I used Eden Cottage yarn. This is chunky, and this just feels gorgeous. It is so soft and squishy and bouncy and all the good things. I absolutely love it. The colours I used for this one, I don't remember, sorry. I'll have it linked in the Ravelry page, so I'll tell you everything about it then. But this is so squishy and soft. This is, oh, it's like a hug. And I made it to the length that they actually suggested, and I love it. And I just did my normal cast on, and then I did Jenny's surprisingly stretchy cast off, and I love it. This is just great, perfect for the Icelandic fall and spring, because spring is not really warm in the beginning. Well, never really. Well, it's Iceland, so you gotta be prepared. And what else? Yes. So I can see this is my first time doing this podcast, so I'm not as organized as I would like to be, but I thought, let's get out there, because otherwise I'll just keep delaying it. So let's get on with it. And then I also test knit this beautiful cardigan by Kadri. This is the match cardigan, and I used Snapnook and Isager mohair. And this is the Snapnook is in the color peach, and the mohair is in white. So you get like this tiny little soft marbly effect, and this is just like a hug. This is beautiful. Unfortunately, I miscalculated myself. So this cardigan is bigger than I planned for. As you can see, this is the colour. So it's bigger than I had planned. But that's okay. I can use it anyway. I'm thinking about gifting it to my sister. She is pregnant, and maybe this will be a comfy cardigan for her to wear during that time. And these buttons I just got at my local grocery store actually, and these are coconut buttons. This is the first time I actually made a cardigan with buttons, so I'm quite impressed with myself. And this came along so quickly. This knits up so fast, and oh, it is beautiful. And I do love it so much that I actually plan on making another one, and I'll show you that in my acquisition part. Then I just finished another test knit for Rachel of Unwind Knitwear, and it's this beautiful sweater. I absolutely love this pattern. Gorgeous. And this is called Days of Beauty. How fitting. And I usually anything that I knit is usually a size 5 in patterns. That is usually my bust measurements are 44 inches or 112 centimeters. So that tends to be in the 5 size category. But I always just measure and figure out what I want. And this one's fitted, not too snug, but like just the way I want it. And I really like this over dresses and high-waisted jeans. Well, this one's a bit more, it's got more positive ease than this one has. And this red yarn is hand-dyed here in Iceland from a factory or a maker, hand dyer really, called Hex Dye Works, and this is the colour Ginny. And I did alternate skeins for the body because this is a hand dyed yarn, and it is very variegated really, even though it's a semi-solid, so that helped. And the contrast colour is from Skein Queen. I can't remember the name of it, but I'll put it down in the info. And that is white, but with tiny little speckles here and there, blue, red, orange, greenish and such. It wasn't the plan to make this Christmassy looking kind of an outfit, but it just kind of turned out to be. And I love it. It is beautiful. Rachel does really beautiful sweaters, and her yoke work is really gorgeous. I just love it. Oh, then also just recently finished the what's it called? This by Petite Knit. Stockholm hats, I think. I just had some yarn left over and some mohair that I wanted to finish off, so I did a hat. It's gonna be for me or my husband or whomever, and it is not quite dried, so it's a bit blop. It's a bit wet still, but just using up some leftover. Like I said, I make sweaters or garments mostly, and I'm trying to use my leftover to create like scarves and cowls and hats and stuff, just to make something out of everything I've got. So use those leftovers for something. Right, and I think that is it for what I've made, or at least thus far. And cup of tea. Right. So, like I said, the match cardigan was a bit too big. So I want to make another because I really, really like it. So I decided, because it was my birthday on the 3rd of November, I decided to buy myself a birthday present then. So I went to one of my local yarn stores called Little Prunabun, or the tiny knit store, I guess. And I bought stuff for another one. So I decided to go for blue. And this is Snefnik in the colour Du Blå, 7389. So I thought, why not try blue? And I got mohair Filcolana Tilia, and this is in the colorway 328. So these two will make another match cardigan by Kadri. Looking forward to that. I think I have only one blue sweater in my knit arsenal, or sweater arsenal, and I thought, well, why not make that one as well? Try to get more colours because I've got loads of, I guess, brownie-ish and green. I'm trying to expand from green, but I still have lots of green sweaters on my wish list that I will be making because, well, you can never have enough greens. No, you can't. I'm sure of it, yes. And I've actually had this whip that has been sitting in my corner for quite some time. That is the Untuva slipover. I actually decided, I wasn't quite feeling it for some reason. I wasn't loving it. So I decided to, well, drop that actually. And I am planning on making the Highland slipover by Odetta. I was hoping that I could actually use this Isager sorry, EcoSoft that I have. So I cast it on a while ago, and this is what I have. Way in progress, right? But somehow, I don't know if it's, I don't think it's the patterns that weren't captivating me. I think it just might be the yarn that I've never knit with this yarn before. It is very soft, it's very fluffy-ish. Not fluffy, but ish. So maybe that's the problem, I'm not sure. But we'll see. I think I'll keep this in the in its corner for quite a while because I prefer doing my 2 test knits that are coming up, which I'm looking forward to. And yeah, and that's about it for my first knit cast, I guess. So if you are interested in seeing what I've been doing or am doing, I would love it if you left a little comment and maybe push the like button, and if you're absolutely in your brave zone, to subscribe. Yeah, that's it. Like I said, I've been on sick leave, so I'm trying to get back to my former self, I guess. Trying to be a bit more social and enjoy the holidays and all that stuff. So I did go for a walk the other day, so and I take some pictures, and I'll maybe put some filming of what I've been doing here after this. So thank you so much for stopping by. I truly appreciate it, and I'll hopefully see you in 2 or 3 weeks. Thanks for watching. Bye.